G'day and welcome to another Tree Styler video. This is part 2 of the Swamp Cypress Bonsai series. If you haven't seen part 1, head to my channel, to the playlist to see the full series. That way you'll get a better understanding of this tree and how far it's come and all the other trees on my channel. So first thing, get the roots, all the ones, that's probably a good angle, that come down, remove them. Let's do that. Firm, twisted. Let's get rid of that. Yeah. Now you can see at the bottom they're all wrapped and wrapped and wrapped. I think I'm going to go through it on about that angle, just working my way in. Another thing to consider is what I'm going to do. How is it going to sit in a pot? Now there is a tendency for that to look okay, but hidden in there, there's some big chunky roots in there. I think I'm going to do a bend of this trunk. Yes, I will. And get it moving in a different direction. It's just a matter of working with what you've got. And what I've got is a free tree. I'm looking at soil levels, looking at what roots I can get rid of that will make the tree better. Trying to be consistent with the roots going all the way around at a similar level, hoping to make a difference. Now there's a big root in there going down. I'm happy to leave all these finer roots and get rid of all the thick chunky ones. Hence, you can see there, nice fine roots here, down below. Not so much. That's what I'm thinking. And if I'm looking around at this angle, you can just see there's a fine root there. They're fairly similar and they're spaced around the trunk. I'm looking well into the future here. Well into the future. So there's even one under there coming out. And I will straighten the roots out wherever possible so they come straight out from the trunk. I reckon this one needs to go. And what am I going to replace it with? There's one there. But there's lots to consider at this point. That where the tree is going to sit in the new pot. What angle am I going to put it on? But I'm starting to see something. It's going to be a fairly drastic root reduction. But I think it needs it. You've got lots going down here. Got long, big roots coming down. Let's get rid of one of them. I think this tree's got to go backwards to come forwards. Same as this one here. This one, I reckon I'm going to run out of chopping power. Being pretty drastic, but hey, that's okay. Ready? Oh, it's just all that mass there is making it really, really tight. Let's just keep moving inwards. Get rid of these big roots. Keeping this, keeping that. Fast forward a bit for you. This one's going okay. I need to change tactics. Now the problem with this is potentially cause damage. It's not as delicate and fine, but I've got these bigger roots coming straight down which I need to get into. I basically want to take that away. I don't want to damage things I don't need to. That's progress. Okay, I'm going to work my way around just with the saw. I'm not exactly being gentle or kind to the tree, but I think it needs to be done. Fold these ones up out of the way, fold them down. There we go. There we go. So what I was looking at, let's get rid of that, it's a mess here now, is all these finer roots. That's the bottom now. Fairly harsh, I know, but I was looking at, well, that's what I had. Disregard that. Don't need it. Go in the bin. As the guys from Mighty Car Mods say. Look them up, Mighty Car Mods. In the bin. Alright, what am I left with? A lot better base. Basically flat cut that. But I've got all these finer roots here now to work with and to spread out. As you can see there. There's another big one there. Well, not so big now. But I think that needs to go. That one. I'll tidy this up while I'm here. Spreading these back out once again. I'm trying to uncover them from crossing over each other. I need to bring that out. It's chopstick now. Flaring that out. Working my way around. I'll keep that one. Now this one, what's this one doing? It's okay, long, and it needs to be pulled down. It's very long, so I'll shorten that right back. Same here. What have I got left? Something like that. That's what it'll look like now in the pot. And I'll make sure that I tease these roots out so they're not crossing over. There's an example there, so I'll make sure that they're not crossed over. And then even if I use bits of wire to pin that down in the pot, so roughly that's what it'll be. Zoom zoom. Hard to tell at the moment, but that is, well, I believe it certainly made a big difference to how the tree sits in the pot. More work to go, more to come. Here we go. So just put some wire around there just to hold those roots into a better position. As you can see, I think there is a much, well, I reckon it's, I'm not going to say 100% better, but it certainly is a lot better. Little gap there in the root system, but that's okay. But now, getting a training pot ready in the pot with a good free training mix and let it be. Training pot made, plastic, many times used, recycled, just added some wire in there which will contain the tree. Got my much better looking root base now that will go into the pot, into there, but first of all just add some mix. Pressing down nice and secure. Not really worried where the tree is as long as it's in there. It's a training pot in its training, so this bonsai is in training, and I'll tie it in, add some more mix, and then go from there. Before I get too carried away, I'm just going to make sure that these roots are not crossing over. I'm trying to prevent that. There's one there. I'll push that to that side. And because down the track it's going to be a much nicer looking nabari. That looks good. I'll add more soil, move them around a bit more, and go from there. But I've got a new pair of pliers. I've added that wire in. Oh, they're nice and stiff. I'm just going to pull and twist. Pull and twist. I've only used fine wire, so I'm not going to pull too hard. And I've crossed those wires over. Same again. Yeah, there's a lot more slack. Oh, I was going the wrong way. Slack on that wire, but the plot is the plot. I've lost the plot. The pot is plastic, so there's a fair bit of give in it as well. The wobble test, not too bad. Give this one a little bit more pull, and then I can cut those off. Let's have a zoom. I'll cut those wires off, get rid of that. I'm going to use my device, working that soil in, as you can see. Do a bit of a wobble, look at it, just disappears. So I'll do that, and making sure there's no air pockets. That'll support the tree better, and that is all. More to come.